Hello everyone, welcome to Investors Paradise, and I'm here today with a very amazing guest of ours. Can you introduce yourself for us, please, sir?
My name is Chudi Kalu, known as Coach Chudi. I'm a property developer. I'm a real estate coach. I help people maximize return on investment through investment in real estate. I'm helping people to invest rightly and purposefully.
Amazing. So talking about helping people to invest rightly and purposefully, your approach to investing, your approach to building and managing real estate portfolios, and how you've been able to diversify your holdings.
Before now, I used to think that buy property with the property will appreciate. You buy property majorly for appreciation. But 5 years ago, the dynamics started changing. Started talking about, I think 5-6 years ago, started changing. And the approach was to invest majorly for cash flow. Because you could have a property and you're expecting and hoping that the property will increase in value. Then you can become, then you sell off the property and you become a multi-billionaire or multi-millionaire. But the question is, what if you fall ill during the course of while you're waiting? So you don't have the capacity to be able to take care of yourself while you're waiting. So probably maybe that person gets to the point whereby the person just died and the person is no more. So you have a property that is growing, but the person hasn't grown. The property has not impacted on the life of that individual. So you have a lot of people who are like that. So why not focus on income yielding assets? That while it is growing and it is appreciating, you can still make good money or good return on investment. We bought in 2012 or thereabout, 2011.
Yeah.
That property didn't appreciate. Rather,
wow,
it's dipping.
It went down.
So some property that somebody bought maybe for 500,000 naira.
Yeah.
If the person wants to sell it after 10 years,
wow,
they can still negotiate 400,000 naira to it.
Wow.
So you find out that
there's no appreciation.
There's no appreciation. Rather, there's a dip. So the value of money should have even reflected heavily on the property. So because people aren't buying the property, and you know, real estate has to do with demand.
Yes.
So more people demand for a particular property, the more, or people migrating to a particular area, find out that the more the more value that property becomes. So, but now it's okay, let me change how I should invest in real estate, and started looking at investing for cash flow. That is property that can produce you income from the time that you buy that property. So that focus really helped me in understanding how to invest, what to invest for, what to look at for. Because when I'm investing for appreciation, the mindset is quite different from when you're investing for cash flow. So there are certain things that you will see in a cash flow property that you probably see that you not see in when you are hoping that the property will appreciate. Because I can choose to buy any property when I'm looking at appreciation, because they will just tell me that any property you want to buy, just it will appreciate. So you are buying any property, whether you are buying it in the village, you are buying Araromi, you are buying it in Iberekodo, or you are buying it in wherever, Agbara, Mowo, and Co. So you are expecting that property will appreciate. But find out that property isn't appreciating majorly because you are not following the principle that works, because hope is not a strategy.
The most important factors to consider, trying to invest.
Okay. First of all, what do I want to achieve? What is my financial goal? What do I want to achieve?
Investment goal.
What's my investment goal? What income do I want to attract into my life? So do I have that capacity to be able to invest into this because I want to be able to earn XYZ amount of money? So I'm not investing. So deliberately, what has actually helped me, not because I've not lost money, but because I am able to take certain kind of risk because of my goal. And I'm motivated every day, not by what is happening around me, but majorly because of my goal. So I've lost money in real estate, no doubt, and I've lost a lot of money in real estate. But my goal inspired me to be able to take certain kind of risk that people will say, what's wrong with this guy? So it is those things that inspires one to be able to. So it's not the property first. It is the income first, the cash flow first. What is the purpose? What do I want to, for example, for some persons, they want to retire maybe at a certain age. So what kind of property should I be investing into for me to be able to retire at that age? I mean, when I talk about retiring, I'm talking of retiring financially. Some people will say, oh, I want to retire at the age of 45. I have a period of time I want to retire financially. I'm not going to tell you now. Wow. So I'm not going to tell you now, but if you've read my books and read some of my stuff, you probably have an idea of when I want to retire financially. I don't buy any property. Or I don't even sell any property. I invest in property that I know that, of course, within the shortest period of my life, or this shortest time that I have, this is what this property should be able to do for me. Or there are some people that you buy, everybody buy, so person is buying that property, and you buy those property because there is this noise and hype around those property. Yeah. No, it is that, does it meet my financial goal? That will help me to achieve my financial goal faster? So if it won't, why am I putting my energy? Because it's almost as if I'm just running an activity that will lead me nowhere. Somebody said something, said, be to yourself, be true. So how valuable is this thing going to be to my goal? If you have a goal and begin to work towards that goal, universe begin to conspire to be able to achieve that goal. A property in Fairfield apartment was sold for 6.6 million naira when we started. Was even sold for 5.4 million naira when we started. Wow. Grew to 6.6. Then from there, now that same property is going for 28 million naira. Wow. In the span of maybe about 3 years. Now, that goes to show you, just talking about the things that you need to do because that you need to do. So with the work that we have done, what it did was that it increased the value of the land. Yeah. So but the land wasn't the focus. The apartment was the focus. So once we did that one, what it did was it impacted on the land. So if I have this particular, so what's the focus for most of the time is for you to focus on doing what we call usable development, development that will create a community, development that you can use. So because once people can use a particular product, because you're not just investing to the sky, you're not just investing in the rock, you're not investing in iron, cement, and coal. What you're investing in is for people to be able to use. And people are the major reason why you're even doing real estate in the first instance. True. So once you can focus on that, what it does that it maybe increases value on all sides.
But so how do you stay up to date with the trends and the changes and the different things that come with this investment lifestyle?
You're trying to hear what is being said in the environment. You're not listening to what the environment is saying. So what is being said, that's what people are saying, is different from what the environment is saying. So how do you know we are not studying the environment. Most of the time we are trying to look at, okay, what is Becky saying? What is Shola saying? That's not the environment talking. That's an individual speaking. But what are they simply doing? What is Becky doing? Why is it that people, all of a sudden, you make some money, and the first place you want to come and stay is on the island? That's the environment speaking, not the people. Not people say, oh, I don't like the island. I don't like the island. But when the person makes money first, the first person wants to come to the island. The question is, why? That is what? Okay, let me explain. So there was a time I did a seminar, why you should never buy property in Lekki.
Wow.
I'm telling you, why you should never buy.
Look at you now. What were you thinking?
Then I thought I was right. Every other person was dumb.
Of course.
Because Agbara land has dry ground. When you say dry ground, good for building. With 2.5, 3 million naira, you could build a house in Agbara. Bungalow, you'll be okay. But that's not. Wants to go to Agbara, though. Do you understand? So Becky has 240 million naira sitting in the account right now. The question is, what exactly will Becky be doing? Not what Becky is telling me now that she will do. So when I listen to that, what Becky will do, rather than what Becky is trying to tell me now, because Becky could be talking from the point of view of what she currently has. Now, that if she have it, she will not act like this. I've seen people who say, when I have money, I will not buy this kind of clothes. But when they have money, they will buy those kind of clothes.
Money changes.
Do you understand? So, but if you listen to them as at that time, you would, and they are acting somewhere. Because you have listened to them, you make mistake.
Yeah.
So listen to the environment. Don't listen to people. So where is the environment going to? So listen to the environment has to do with where are people going to? Oh, people are not hyping it. Does not mean that it is not working. So I listen to what the migration, when people are going to. So when you hear the news and you say, okay, these people have moved to this particular place. This number of people are in this particular location. Businesses are opening in this particular location. Those are what the environment is telling you. The environment is telling you. So, for example, where are the rich going to live in? Where are the rich currently buying into? Where are the rich currently investing? Or where are more people going to go and live? It gives you a clue.
And being in Lagos State right now, there's this new phase of the Ekpe. The new Ekpe, it has the free trade zone, it has the new airports, it has a whole lot, the Dangote refinery and all of that. And we've seen a lot of people now migrating into this area. What do you think of that? Is it sustainable?
It's all of them put together.
Wow.
There's the noise.
Okay.
There is the money side, good money side. And there's also a phase that will be all. Now, it now depends, like I also said again, it has to do with you as an individual. The question is, why am I investing? Am I investing because of the noise? Or am I investing in because I want to make money? Am I investing in because it's just a phase which will just come?
Some people have been investing to make money, and so they follow the noise, thinking it's going to make them money.
Yes. So that's why you need to be true. That's why I said be true to yourself. Is it because of the noise that you're hearing? And of course, you want to make money, no doubt. But is it the noise that is driving you towards investing? So once you are true to yourself, you understand that, okay, you know what? There's a property that I have in Ekpe, close to about 300 acres of land.
Yeah.
But I've not touched any of it. I've not started real work on it because we are working internally. Now, it has to do with the value that the developer is bringing into the project, not necessarily the value that, because of the noise I'm seeing and all that. So what is the value? So there are a couple of ones, like I said, the big shark will swallow the fish in that same market. So if, for example, I'm a developer and I go into that particular space and I'm operating like a small fish, I will get swallowed up. Yeah. So I will make the money, but I will become poorer. You know, there's a part where you can see big money, then you go poor. You know, and that's the worst stage for anybody to ever be. Yes. So you can do that and go poor. So it's important for every developer to understand, okay, this thing, it has to do with me. What am I going to go and create there? What space do I want to go and create for myself in that environment? So it's not just about just joining the craze or just joining, because all of us have seen how this part of Lagos developed, how maybe a whole lot of it are developed. And we have also noticed that certain people who started the noise were not part of the people who benefited from the effect of those noise. So it's important that, okay, do I want to be part of the noise, or do I just want to go for it's just a phase that will just go up? But how do I want to create sustainable income? So what is the dream that I have for that development? So it goes back to that same thing that I said from the beginning. So what is the reason why I'm investing? What is the reason why I'm pulling my funds to say, okay, this thing is something that I want to do? So, but if I don't have all of those things put together, what we will be doing, I will just be joining the noise, not the money side. So in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to make money. But what actually motivated me is the fact that, everybody shouting, hey, this one, ekpe, 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 and all of us, we are all going there doing the same thing. So if I follow, it's not, like I said, again, it's not about hearing what people are saying. It is also hearing what the environment is saying and using the environment to judge your investment.
What are some common mistakes that you see these new developers or investors making now? Newbies, and how can they like?
I just think that people are just learning.
You don't see any trends or any...
I'm still going to make mistakes tomorrow. So it's learning. You lose. You're not going to make money all the days of your life. No, we only just pray that God do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. That what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean that you have not entered into evil, but it just means that just deliver us when we enter into evil. The choice of where you want to put your money into is a risk. Every decision that you're going to undertake is going to be a risk. But what will minimize those risks? Like, for example, what has really helped me in my journey is majorly because of the fact that not because of my decisions were correct, but because of my intention, my intention is able to help my decision.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, because where I'm going to. So it helps me to clarify. So I'm not having high blood pressure, despite the challenges that I've confronted over time, majorly because my intention from the onset. So what your intention does is that it helps you to create a bulletproof. So when your decision making process is wrong, it helps you to do what? To close up the gap, and you're able to protect yourself. So that intention, very, very important that you clarify. Will you make mistake? You will make mistake. But what is the intention going into that transaction? And that's one of the things that I would say to any young developer going forward.
All right. So we still have a lot more questions to ask Coach Trudy, but we'll leave it at this. Let's digest this one and we'll ask the next questions in the next episode of Investors Paradise. So join us same time, same place next week, and we will be here for you. See you there.